Hi guys, today I thought I would do a kind of first impressions, get ready with me type thing in ASMR. I asked you guys actually on Instagram if you'd rather have, this as, a different type of video, but you kind of all voted for this. So that's what we're gonna do today. The main product I'll be trying today is the new palette from Tarte. It's the Pretty Basic palette. Who invented this? Oh, I can't. Alicia Marie? Is that right? I'm sorry. I pretty much saw this and I thought, wow, if I made a palette, it would be just like this. It is a palette that has, it's Alicia Marie and Rennie. Oh, I don't know what that says. But it looks like this and it smells like vanilla, kind of like white chocolate, hot chocolate. That's what it smells like. It has lots of neutrals in it, and it has a bronzer and a highlight. The only thing I would have done differently if I made this palette is instead of the highlight, I would have made a blush because I'm a big blush person. So I would have exchanged this for a blush and probably used like this as a highlight. But it's really great. It's super neutral, very cool toned. I do wish there were different options for skin tone changes. Like, I'm very light, so this will work for me, but someone who's a bit deeper, this shade will not work. So I feel like you can definitely use the bronzer as a eyeshadow. You can use a highlight as an eyeshadow. You could probably use the other shades over the face as well. I feel like maybe one of these two would be good for brows. So it's pretty versatile, and it really smells like intense. Like, just in passing like this, it smells. So just wanted to put that out there. So we're gonna do an entire routine kind of look, and yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna start with this Glossier Future Dew Oil Serum Hybrid. I always use this pretty much before I apply makeup. I find it helps my dry skin not look patchy or flaky. It's kind of has like a pearlescent finish but no shimmer. So I don't use much, just like one little pump, and just kind of apply it gently all over. And now I have hair on my face. Okay. And I feel like it really helps my makeup to just look better and feel more smooth, but it doesn't have that kind of silicone primer feel to it. Sometimes I also mix this in with my makeup if I'm in a rush. Okay, so now I'm going to use, of course, the Glossier's Perfecting Skin Tint, which is literally like the only thing I ever used, in shade G11, I believe. I don't use much, even though I probably could use some coverage. I'm not having the best skin day. Sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder. I didn't bring a mirror, but there is one in this palette. I didn't even consider that. So, obviously I still have some redness to cover, but we'll take care of that in a minute. Let me just take a look. So this does have a nice decent sized mirror in it. Looks okay. Okay, then I'm going to use a tiny bit of the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Take one dot there, and over here. And sometimes I do use a sponge for this, but today we're going to use our hands. Sorry if you can hear background noise. My parents are downstairs watching House Hunters, so there's that. Okay, so that's the skin. Now, before we get into the palette, which is all powder, I am going to use a tiny bit of blush. So, like I said, the palette's all powder. This is something I got recently from Kiko. It's the Wonder Woman Power Flush for Lips and Cheeks in the shade 1. It's almost like a gray color, but it's like a liquid, so I thought I'd use this first. And I don't know if this is going to come off. I don't know how this is going to look, so bear with me. Interesting. It looks like a little lip gloss applicator, so I'm going to just put that on the back of my hand. Squeeze that out. It's an interesting color. I'm a little nervous about this right now. It's a very brown. Grab my mirror. Sorry about my stupid hair. I cut my bangs yesterday. Okay, it feels very thick for a cream blush. Okay. It's a little blotchy. Doesn't really... Oh, it has a smell. Oh my gosh. Sorry if it's not ASMR friendly, but... The smell is unpleasant. I'm a fan of the color though. Definitely put too much in the back of my hand, but... It's like a very neutral color, and I feel like it's definitely not gonna go overboard. Like, I could definitely use a lot of it. The smell just... Oh, smells like an old person. I feel bad saying that, but I mean... Whew. It actually kind of made my pores look smaller, so I don't know what that's about. And I'm going to take a little bit on my lips because it is a lip and cheek product, and we'll see what that looks like. A bit more gray on the lips for sure. Very matte. I'm not hating it. I'm really not hating it, but it has a weird texture to it. Very moussey. Very odd. But I don't hate it, so let's keep going. I'm going to use the Glossier Boy Brow. This palette also, by the way, did come with a lip gloss, which is the Pretty Basic lip gloss. It's a vegan lip oil, actually, and I've used this, and I really do like it. It's clear. It's got like pink tint to it. And then this, I don't know if I was going to use it just because it's not waterproof, which means it probably won't work for me, but it's the Lights Camera Lashes mascara. So I think we'll try it. I mean, I don't know, it might suck. But first, let's do the brows. Oh no. My camera's dying, oh no. Oh, every time I say oh no, I think about that TikTok song. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Hang on, let me just add a new battery in here real quick. So I put in a new battery, and we have the brows done. So I think next we're just going to do the bronzer and the highlight, and then we'll do eyes. So I'm going to use, obviously, the bronzer and the highlight from the palette. So I'm excited. The highlight's a little shimmery for my liking, but we'll see what happens. For the bronzer, I'm actually going to use a pretty small brush, just because I've noticed that if I use too much, it looks ridiculous since I'm so pale. So this bronzer has like, I don't want to say orange, but it's definitely a little bit more yellow toned. So keep that in mind. And it's not kicking up a lot of dust, so that's nice. Let's see what happens. Oh, that was not pleasant. Well, it's blending okay, so I don't think it's the right color for me, to be honest, which is a bummer. I'm usually into something a bit more cool toned or like really deep in red to make it look a little bit more like a sunburn. I don't know. The bronzer is not speaking to me. But it would be cute, like a nice eyeshadow color. For the highlight, I haven't decided if I want to do like my finger or a brush, but I do have a brush, so let's see. Let's see. Ooh, it's a bit rough. It's a bit rough to like touch it. It's not creamy, so I'm gonna use my finger. It's not gonna be. It's a bit glittery. It's not gonna be for you if you have texture. I don't like the texture. It feels way more like a glittery eyeshadow. Ooh, not a fan. I'm really disappointed. I mean, it doesn't look bad in the light, but like up close, it's not. It definitely has glitter and flakes in it, so I'm not happy with that. Okay, so now let's do the eyes. I'm gonna start with the matte shade right here, the cream one. It's called Daisy. Oh, by the way, the highlight was called Pretty and the bronzer was called Basic. It's suitable. So let's just go with Daisy all over the lid first. I don't know, that's kicking up a little bit of dust. Decided not to use a primer, just to give it a fair chance, you know, on its own. That didn't really do much of anything. I'm going to use the next shade, Perf, which is kind of this like taupey shade. It's matte as well. And we're going to take that in the crease. Use the same brush. That's my favorite kind of shade. That shade's nice. I like that. It's picking up on the brush. Isn't having much kickback. It's blending really nice. It looks nice in the crease. So far, the shade Perf, which I'm assuming is short for perfect, is my favorite, which is suitable, right? Okay. I really do want to put Boy Drama on the lid as my highlight shade. It's like a taupey silver, and I usually don't use shades like that, but we're going to give it a go. That shade's rough too. The shimmers don't feel smooth, but let's give this a go. I feel like this could be like a one shadow look kind of shade. I do prefer to use shimmers on my finger, but this is really tough. Like, it's just not picking up as well as I'd like it to. It's not like transferring so great. It's very, very glittery, and that's like not what I expected from the palette called Pretty Basic. Like, I thought the shimmers would be shimmers, not like heavy glitter. I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed. Oh, I'm so bummed. Okay, I think the only shade I'm not going to use is Content, Baby Content, which is that dark shimmery one. First, I'm going to go in with a fluffier brush with Ring Ring, which is this. It's like a little darker nude, neutral brown, and go in the outer corner to deepen things up a little. This is kind of disappointing me, to be honest. I was really hoping for something would be like my new go-to. I could just bring this with me, wouldn't have to worry about anything else. And the blush kind of disappeared. Are you still seeing it? There's no more color on my cheeks, so that's always fun. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this like kind of flat brush and dip that into Ring Ring as well. And go underneath the eyes. I know I haven't done that in a really long time. And then there's a very dark matte brown, and I'm going to we'll use that as a liner on the upper lash line, which again, I haven't done in a really long time. It's kind of wedging that between the lashes. Went a little overboard. not feeling it. It's not really like... I'm going to do a little more blending. My lips are feeling really dry, but I do feel like that color is still there a little bit. I am going to go in with the gloss. So let me do that first, actually. The lip oil thing, I really like this. It smells kind of like a Jolly Rancher. And it feels really good. And it's vegan, so that's great. I don't know if this whole palette is vegan, but Tarte is cruelty-free. So now we're going to try this mascara. Like I said, I've never tried this. It's not waterproof, so there's a good chance it won't work. It's a really nice, basic, simple, straight brush. It looks like a dry formula, which is up my alley. So let's curl those lashes. I might need to add some more blush because that blush just disappeared into the skin. I feel like most of the people who watch my videos wear really neutral, kind of natural makeup too. So I thought the review of this palette would be really useful. I feel weird about it though because like some of the people I watch, they'd be trying this palette along with like 20 other new products. The lip gloss really smells like pixie stick or like something really sweet and sugary. It's nice though, I like it. Usually I'm not a big fan of scented makeup, but these scents are nice. They're a little intense though. Not too much product on the brush. Not a fan of the short wand. It's a mini. It's not building as much as I'd like. And it looks like the curl is dropping a bit. It's not awful. It's not the worst thing I've ever used. It's not clumpy. It doesn't look terrible, but I did lose an eyelash in that process, so... Nope. I thought maybe the mascara smelled like that one from Maybelline, but it doesn't. It's just a normal paint-like smell. Yeah, the curl totally dropped on the side. So, the mascara isn't bad though, like if you don't need waterproof because of your curl, you don't have the issues I have, then this could actually be pretty good. Oh dear, I've made a mistake. Big mistake. Oh my god. I don't even want to shut my eye. How am I going to clean that up? Okay, may have fixed it. May have fixed it. It's a little too much still. I think I'm going to have to even it out. Okay. What are we thinking, guys? Is this palette a winner? Let's take the hair down. I'm not a huge fan. I like matte eyeshadows, but that's kind of the extent. I kind of am bummed. I was really hoping I would like this a lot more. But yeah, I think my favorite part of the kit that you get with the palette is the lip oil. I would buy a full size of that. So that's the look. I hope this did help you out, give you kind of an idea of what you can expect from the palette. And I hope this relaxed you a bit too. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.